So recently I designed this machine for long distance teleportation in Minecraft. I'll do a quick demonstration. So I'm currently 10 million blocks away or something, and if we I will teleport back here. So that's a quick demonstration. That was a month ago, and I'm pretty sure you guys want the schematic now. So the schematic is in the description, but now I'm going to take you guys to the build tutorial. Okay, here we go. So for each module of the copper golem teleporter, you will need these items. You'll need about 16 blocks of any kind, and maybe an extra 6 depending on whether this is in the air or on the ground, and about 16 redstone dust. Everything else is exact. For the copper golem, you will need, in creative mode, a spawn egg and a chest, or in survival, a pumpkin and a copper block, and of course some honeycomb to stop them from oxidizing. For each teleporter part, which you only need one of for every device, you will need these items exactly. And lastly, the items that go inside, you'll need these items exactly. Actually, this one, you want as many compasses as you can get, but I would recommend about an extra 64. To start, press F3 and G to look at the chunk borders and make sure that the entire device is inside of one chunk. So I think for this chunk, we're going to build it in this area here. Now you can mark out the corners if it helps, or you can leave chunk borders on, but I've marked out the corners and I'm going to turn them off. First, make a pattern like that with your 6 extra blocks. Then place a temporary block there and a block on top, and place 2 target blocks like this. Then you want to place redstone dust on these 2 blocks. Another piece of redstone goes on here, and repeaters here and here. Then you want to place another block on the edge of that repeater like that, and a torch on the side like that. On top of this repeater, there will be a dropper facing this way and a hopper going into the dropper. Then you want to place 2 blocks like that, with the middle one actually being a slab like that. Then place redstone dust along the top 3 and put your last target block on top of the dropper. Put a redstone torch on this block here. Come around the back here and place a comparator facing out of this dropper and have it going into a block and redstone dust underneath like this. Then you want to come 2 blocks away, place a temporary block and one on top and break that one and put a torch like that. Then you want to place a blocks like this. 1, 2, 3. Put one more and break that one. Put a comparator here and 2 redstone dust like this. Now you want to put a temporary block here and leave that there for a while. I'm going to put a hopper into this temporary block on this side and the other side. On top of this hopper, put a chest, and on top of this hopper, put a barrel and another barrel next to it, like this. Now you want to have a hopper going into this barrel, and on top of the hopper, another chest. Now we're going to put a block here with a comparator on top. Lastly, you want to take an observer output from that deactivated torch and put blocks in this V shape and redstone dust on the top. This is only necessary if you're having multiple modules, and that completes this entire module. Now, to put your copper golem in this case, I'm going to do the survival version. You're going to get your items, you're going to want to break this temporary block, you're going to place your copper block. Now make sure that you have a slab ready to put in this position here, like that. Then put your pumpkin down and immediately cover him up. Then you can wax him and also the chest, like that. Now to build the teleporter. Now what I want to do is place another observer like that. You want to take an output from wherever the redstone signal is. So for example, if there was redstone here, then you would have it like this, and then take the observer output from that. So, but in this case, I'm going to do that, and then place 2 pistons like this. And then opposite the piston that the observer is going into, you're going to come over here and you're going to place a slab. And then next to that slab, soul sand. On the other side of the soil sand, you're going to put a wall, and on top of that wall, 2 sea pickles, like that. Fill the 2 blocks underneath the pistons in with blocks. Then come on top and place a temporary block on top of this piston. Grab your note block and place it on top. Then break the temporary block, come into the center, and take an observer output from that note block into that piston. Go back on top once more and place another block, like this. Place a temporary block here and place honey opposite the note block. And on the other side, glass or another transparent block. Break the temporary block. Then you want to come back down into the center and replace this bottom block with soil sand. Then you want to put water here, and you'll see you'll lift up a bit. Swim out to the top. Place a temporary block and a chain. Break the temporary block. For the final touches, you want to get an iron trapdoor and put it here, and get a heavy weighted pressure plate and put it here. And that is the teleporter complete. Lastly, you want to grab your filler items and put them into their allocated spots. In the top chest, you want to grab a stack of dirt and fill in all of the slots except for the very first one. Then you want to put a stack of dirt into this bottom corner and exactly 31 into this one, so that E equals 32, like this. Then you want to do the same for the bottom one, like this. You will be left with 1 spare dirt, which you need to put into this dropper here. Now you want to take your lodestone and your compasses and choose the location you want to teleport from. So if you want to teleport from over there to here, you'd put the lodestone there. In this case, I'm going to put it just outside of the chunk here. This can be any distance away. Now with your compasses, like that. In survival it would be different. Now you're going to leave your lodestone there. You might want to mark underneath its position like this. It doesn't have to be a redstone block, you just might want to make sure you know where it needs to be placed. Now come back to your teleporter and go into the bottom chest. Put 3 lodestone compasses into that last slot, and then put 1 more into this slot here. Then put your extra stack of compasses into this barrel here, right next to the copper golem, like so. Come back over to the lodestone and you're going to briefly break it and place it back again. You'll see that the lodestone compasses in your inventory break. I'm going to take these broken ones and you're going to put them into this chest here. Put 3 of them into this chest, and the extra one, like before, goes into this hopper. The machine is now fully complete. The last step is to go into this barrel, take 1 lodestone compass, and put it in the copper golem chest. You also want to put one of these lodestone compasses into this hopper here. You'll see it will start filtering the items like this, and it will go in a loop between these 4. To prime the machine, come over here and stand on the honey block and push yourself up against this chain in crouch. Then look down and throw as many ender pearls as you need into this chain. Once you're done, click this note. You will see that the ender pearls are now primed in their position next to the sea pearls. Now it's time to test the machine. Come over to your lodestone and break it, wait about 5 seconds, and then place it back down again. You'll see that you will teleport. I'll show you again. Break. Now you can wait as long as you want, but it will use up more and more compasses. And then when you're ready, place. Like I said before, the schematic is in the description. But if you want a full tutorial on how this works and a bit of an explanation, then check out the full video, like the explanation video before this.